Hello students, welcome back to Nagesh Karajki Orchid School. Dear students, in our last session what we have seen? Yes, we have seen the properties of solid shapes. So today once again we will take a recall of that. So look at the board. Properties of shapes, solid shapes. The first is cube. We have seen the properties of cube in our last session. Can you see this cube? Okay. See, all the sides in a cube are equal. If we will see the cube, the first property is all the sides in a cube are equal. Now see all the sides. All the sides are equal. Okay. Why? Because every face is a square. And you know very well, in square all the sides are equal. So in cube also all the sides are equal and all the faces are square in shape. Okay. Next, a cube has 6 faces. How many faces cube has? Yes, cube has 6 faces. I will show you now. This front first 1, back side 2, 3, this is 4, 5 and 6. So cube has 6 faces. And how many edges it has? Yes, cube has 12 edges. Now I will show you the edges. Can you see these lines? This is called as edge. Okay. So how many edges cube has? Cube has 12 edges. Now we will count 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So cube has 12 edges. Now we will say about the corners. How many corners cube has? Cube has 8 corners. I will show you the corners. See, this is called as corner. So we will count the corners now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So a cube has 8 corners. So this is about the cube. Now what is the next shape? Yes, the next is cuboid. This is a cuboid. Now in a cuboid, the opposite sides of each face are equal. If we will see the cuboid, in cuboid only the opposite sides are equal. Not all the sides are equal. Why? Because every face is a rectangle. And we have seen in our previous session, in rectangle only the opposite sides are equal. Okay. So in cuboid also only opposite sides are equal or opposite faces are equal. Every face is a rectangle. A cuboid also has 6 faces. Like cube only, cuboid also has 6 faces. Then it has 12 edges. Cuboid also has 12 edges and 8 corners. Now in our last session I told you what is the difference between cube and cuboid. Okay, what is the difference? Yes, the difference is in cube every face is a square, but in cuboid every face is a rectangle. This is the main difference between cube and cuboid. Okay, keep this thing in your mind because this is very important. In cube every face is a square in shape, but in cuboid every face is a rectangle. Okay, then we have seen the next shape, that is a cylinder. Now what about the cylinder? In cylinder it has 3 faces. Okay, if we will see the cylinder, it has 3 faces. There are 2 plain or flat faces and 1 curve face. Now see, this is a curve face and this down also curve face. So it has 2 flat faces and 1 curve face. A cylinder has 3 faces. That is, there are two plane or flat faces and one curve face. The next is cone. I'll show you cone. Here a cone has a plane surface and a curve surface. If you will see the cone, or if you will see the birthday cap, in that one plane surface, it has one plane surface and one curve surface. If you will see the middle part, this is a curve and this downside it is a flat. So it has one flat and one curve surface. It has only one edge and one corner. It has only one edge. This is a edge and this is a corner. So it has one corner and one edge, and the corner is also called a vertex. This word is new for you. Keep this in your mind. The corner is also called vertex. And the next shape we have seen, the last shape, which was sphere. This looks like a ball. Sphere looks like a ball and is called as a sphere. A sphere has no edges or no corners. A sphere, it does not have any corner. It only has a one curve surface. This we have seen in our last period. Now today we are going to see the simple concepts in geometry. In geometry, there are some concepts like point, then line segment is there, line and ray. These four concepts today we are going to see one by one. Now the first is point. Okay, we will see about the point now. Point. A small dot made with a sharp pencil gives you a point. Now in your notebook also you can draw a point with the help of pencil. See what you have to do. A small dot made with a sharp pencil. With the help of pencil you have to give a sharp dot like this in your notebook. This is called as point. This is called as point. We use a capital letter to name a point. Now here if you will see in your textbook, the name of the point is O. And while writing the name, that time always we should use the capital letter. With the help of capital letters only we can give the name of the point. Okay, so here point O. A point shows a definite position. A point shows a definite position. It has no length, breadth or thickness. Why? Because it is a just simple dot which is given by a sharp pencil. This is called as point. So it has no length, breadth and thickness. Okay. The next is line. A line is a, can you see this? A line is a straight. It has no thickness. If you will see the line, it has no thickness. It has neither a beginning nor an end point. If we will see this is a line. Here you can see the two arrows both the sides. Why the arrows are there? Because it has neither a beginning nor an end point. This arrow tells us what it tells us. It has not a beginning point or it don't have end point also. So in a line, neither a beginning nor an end. A and B are 2 points on this line. Now say this is line. On this line there are 2 points. See this. Here on this line, this is a line. Why it is called as line? Because both the sides arrows are there. And what the arrows are tells us? It tells us that it does not have beginning point and it does not have end point also. So this is a line. On this line there are 2 points A and B. So how we will write the name? How we will write the name of this line? We can write the name of this line in this way, line AB. On the AB, on the top of the AB, we should give the symbol of line. So in this way we can write the name of the line and we can read this line AB. In this way we can read the line, name of the line. Next, the line is denoted as AB. The next is line segment. A part of a line is a line segment. Now say this word segment. Now what is mean by segment? Segment means a small piece. Okay. So it is a small piece of line. It is a small piece of line. So this is called as line segment. A part of a line is a line segment. This line segment is denoted by XY. Why? Because see, if we will see this line segment, there are 2 points X and Y. So how we can say line segment XY? In this way we can read line segment XY, and we can denote it by XY, and on the top of the XY we have to give its symbol in this way. A line segment has a beginning and an end. It has beginning and an end. See here, this is a beginning point and this is a end point. So in line segment it has beginning point as well as it has end point also. This is the difference between the line and line segment. In line it has neither end point and it has neither beginning point, but in line it has beginning point as well as end point also. The next is ray. Now see this. This is a ray. It begins at point A and it has no end point. Now if we will see this ray, this is a ray. Okay, this is a starting point or beginning point. It has beginning point but it does not have end point. If we will see the line segment, see it has beginning point also and it has end point also. But if we will see the ray, it has starting point or beginning point but it don't have end point. Okay, so this is the difference between line segment and ray. Now this ray, how we can represent the ray? Yes, the name of the ray is AB, and at the top of the AB we should give its symbol in this way, arrow. Okay, this is ray AB and this is line segment XY. Next, now see, whenever two line segments meet, they can meet at a point. See, here two line segments are there. Okay, what are the names of the line segment? Can you tell me? The line segment AB and line segment PQ. I'll write here AB and PQ. These two line segments can meet at one point and that point is R. Okay, a line segment AB and line segment PQ can meet at one point and this point is point R in this diagram. Next, two lines can meet at one point. Now, just now I told you about the line segment. Same like line segment, the lines also can meet at one point. See here in this diagram, line MN and line XY. There are two lines. Which are they? Line MN and line XY. These two lines can meet at one point and the point is O. MN and XY. These are the lines. Why these are two lines? Yes, because see, it has neither beginning point and it has not end point. So these are the two lines and these lines can meet at one point. Next, now students, we are going to solve next exercise, that is exercise 4.3. Open your textbook and keep in front of you. The question is, first question is, name each figure and write its symbol. Here that given us some figures. What we have to do? We have to write the name of each figure with its symbol. So one by one we will solve now. Can you see this? Okay. See the first one. OP. What is this OP? Yes, OP is a line segment. So how we can write the name? Line segment. Why? Because this is a line segment. So line segment. With the help of its symbol, we have to write its name. What is the name? OP. And at the top of the OP, we should give its symbol like line segment OP. In this way, we can read it. Line segment OP. Now see this second. Yes, what is this? This is a ray? No. Then what is this? Line segment? No. What is this? This is a line. Why this is a line? Because if we will see both the sides, there are arrows. Okay? Means it has neither beginning point nor end point. So it is a line. So I'll write here line. Now what is the name of the line? Line AB. So how we will write the name of the line? AB, and at the top of the AB we should give its symbol in this way. So line AB. Understood? The next is, see this is, what is this? See, it is a piece of line. So what is the name of this? Line segment. Okay? So I'll write here line segment. Now I have to write the name with its symbol. What is the name? XY. And give its symbol on the top of the XY. So line segment XY. The fourth is, yes, it is a small dot which with the help of pencil we can give it the small dot, and the name of that figure is point. Okay? So I'll write here point, and the name of point is X. Point X. Okay? Copy this in your textbook also. The next we will see the fifth one. See the fifth one. What is this fifth? Yes, this is a ray. Why? Because it has beginning point but it does not have end point. So it is a ray. So I'll write here ray. Now what is the name of the ray? Ray MN. So in this way we can write the name ray MN. Now see this again. What is this? This is a line. Line. Now what is the name of the line? Line QR. Now see this seventh one. This is, yes, ray. write the name of the ray AB. And the last is point A. Okay, understood? Now here we have completed our first question. Now we will move to the second question. There is one more question that we will see now. What is the question? Read the question in your mind. Textbook is there in front of you. The question is, look at the figures below. Name the line segment in each figure and also the points at which they meet. What is the question? Name the line segments in each figure. Here some figures are given to you, and what we have to do? We have to write the name of the line segment, okay, and also we have to write points at which they meet. So one by one we will see each and every figure. Now see this first one. What is this? This is a triangle, and what is the name of the triangle? PQ. Okay. Now first we will write the name of the line segment. Now here how many line segment can you see in the triangle? Yes, there are 3 line segment. What are the line segment? The first is line segment PQ. This is first. Then line segment QR, and the third is line segment PR. So in the triangle there are 3 line segment PQ, QR and PR. These are the 3 line segment. Then also we have to write the point at which they meet. Now if we will see these 2 line segment, which PQ and QR, at which point they can meet? At point Q they can meet. So PQ and QR, these 2 line segment can meet at Q. Now if we will see the line segment PQ and RP, they can meet at point P, and the remaining line segment QR and PR, they can meet at point R. So in this way the line segment can meet at different point. Now the next is, what is this? This is a square. How many sides square has? 4 sides. So in this square there are 4 line segment. Now we will write the name of the line segment. What is the first line segment? Line segment MN. So I will write here MN. The second is NO. Line segment NO. Now what is the third line segment? OP, or else you can say PO also. OP. And the fourth line segment is PM or MP. Now students, what we have to write? Again we have to write the point at which they can meet. Now first we will see only these 2 line segment. See this line segment PM and MN. They can meet at point M. Okay, they can meet at point M. Now see the second line segment MN and third is NO. These 2 line segment can meet at point N. Okay. Then line segment OP and PM. These 2 line segment can meet at point P. So what are the midpoint? Point M. At point M, line segment PM and MN can meet. Then line segment MN and NO can meet at point N. Then line segment PO and PM meet at point O. So these 4 points are midpoint. And what are the line segment? line segment MN, line segment NO, line segment OP and line segment PM. Okay. The third is C. The third is also a square and the name of square is square ABCD. Again one by one we will write the line segment AB, then BC, then line segment CD and the line segment AD or DA also you can write. Now tell me students, line segment AD and AB, at which point they can meet? These two line segment, see these two line segment AD and AB. AD and AB can meet at point A. So this is the midpoint of line segment AD and AB. Now see the another line segment AB and BC. These two line segment you see now, AB and BC. Line segment AB and BC can meet at point B. So this is the midpoint. Now see the line segment BC and CD. BC and CD. These two line segment can meet at point C. So point C is the midpoint of line segment BC and CD. Now which one is remaining? Yes, line segment CD and AD. These two line segments can meet at point D. So in square there are four midpoints, point A, B, C and D, and also there are four line segment AB, line segment BC, line segment CD and line segment AD. Okay. Now there is one more figure that also we will see now. See here, this is also a square and the name of the square is EFGH. Okay. Now first of all we will write the line segment. What are the line segments? Yes, first is EF. How we can write the line segment? EF and give its symbol at the top of the EF. Line segment EF. The second is line segment FG. Then third is line segment GH or you can say HG also. Line segment GH. And which one is remaining? HE. Line segment HE. Now students, what we have to do? We have to write the midpoint also. Okay. So one by one we will see now. Now see these two line segment. Line segment EF and FG. If we will see these two line segment EF and FG can meet at which point? Yes, F. At F point the line segment EF and FG can meet. So point F is the midpoint of line segment EF and FG. Then we will see the next line segment FG and GH. Now see these two line segment. These two line segment can meet at which point? Yes, at point G. They can meet at point G. Line segment FG and GH can meet at point G. Now we will see the another two line segment GH and line segment HE or EH. GH and EH can meet at point H. So this is the midpoint of line segment GH and line segment EH. Okay. Now one more midpoint is remaining. Now see these two line segment HE and EF. If we will see these two line segment HE and EF, these two line segment can meet at point E. So in this square there are four midpoints and there are four line segment. What are the line segment? Line segment EF, line segment FG, line segment GH and line segment HE. And what are the midpoint? Point E, point F, point G and point H. So students, in this way we have seen today, what we have seen? We have seen some simple geometrical concepts. The first we have seen the point, okay. Then we have seen line, line segment and ray. Now in our next session we will see the measurement of line segment. Thank you.